Hey, good afternoon, Metro Church family. This is Pastor Ryan. What I wanted to do was take a moment just today to be able to give you an update about what's going on in our church. And many of you know this past Sunday, we had moved the church services to online. And the reason behind that was that some of the staff members, we had come in contact with a person that had COVID. And so we wanted to be able to provide for your safety and make sure that our staff got tested. After having done that, many of us have come back clear. We are now ready to go back to in-person services and feel like that your safety is still going to be kept in place. And so with that being said, this Sunday, we're going to be back to in-person services. Now, I don't know of a more difficult time that we have in our country. It seems like there's so much division, there's so much hatred, and can I say that that's even happening in a lot of churches? There is nothing that burdens my heart more than to see how Christians, we can fight over things that, to be honest with you, really don't even matter. In our society, there's so much fighting going on between people about I'm for mask or I'm against it, or there's some people that think, well, churches, should only be online, and some people are saying, well, churches should have been open a long time ago. We never should have shut down. All that being put aside is that these are secondary issues that we don't need to be fighting over. Church community, God meant for us to live out our faith and biblical community. And what we have going on right now is keeping people from being able to come together and to be able to worship God together and to be able to get into God's word together. And what we want to do is practice the one another passages of the New Testament. There's a reason why we're studying that right now. God has called us to live out our faith in biblical community. You can't necessarily do that online. Just to be honest with you, practicing those one another's, it doesn't happen that way. And while we recognize many of you can't return right now because of precaution for your health, we want you to continue doing that. But what we also want to recognize is that there's many people that are joining online that are perfectly healthy and would be okay to return to in-person services. So what we want to do as a church body is we want to take away any barriers that might be there that would keep you from coming to in-person services. So what we want to do as a church is we want to practice the one another's of loving one another. And what that means is that we're putting the needs of other people before our own, because that's what Jesus modeled for us. And so what I want to do is this. We're not going to debate topics. Just know that we love you. We want to look out for what's best for our church members. And so what we want to do is we want to ask those that are willing and those that are physically able to begin to wear masks when they enter into the building. That is not meant for you to wear it the entire time. We're just asking that when you enter into the lobby and as you make your way to your seat, once you get into that place, feel free to go ahead and remove it. When you're dismissed and you leave, we ask that you would put it back on as you exit the building. And this is just to be able to limit the spread. Now, I know that we're going to get into all of these different debates, but the fact is that more people feel safe by coming into that kind of environment when they come to our church. And we want to be able to practice these one another's to love them well so that they feel safe as they come here and they worship with us together. And so once again, it's not required, but we're just asking that those that are willing and those that are physically capable to be able to do those things, to wear a mask, that you would do that out of love for the church members here as we practice the biblical community with each other. And just know that we love you. There's never been a more important time for us to come together as a church. So many people are discouraged. So many people feel distant in their relationships. And to come together as a body of believers, it's powerful as we worship and as we get encouragement from God's word. We hope that you'll be with us this Sunday, and we're excited to be able to see you. All of our staff, all of the ushers, they'll be wearing masks in the foyer, and people will be wearing those until they find their seat. But just want you to know that we're going to do the best that we can to provide for your health, for your safety as you come into our campus and as we worship together. We hope to see you here this Sunday. God bless you.